up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is going to be an exciting one because the Z is on a trailer. We're driving the truck. We are bringing this thing down to my buddy Logan's shop, Defined Auto Design, to get this thing wrapped. Been talking about it for a while now, and it is finally happening. I am so excited. I'm not entirely sure how this video is going to play out. I'm dropping the car off today, and then due to both of our schedules, mostly mine, I'll be back in a few days to kind of see what he's doing and hopefully film as much as I can. My original plan was to be down there for a few days with him and kind of do like a full how-to, but I'm not sure what's going to happen, so hopefully this video turns out sick. Either way, like I said, I'm really excited because I know the car is going to turn out sick. But enough talking, I got some driving to do. We're still about an hour away. I'll catch up with you guys when we get to his shop. We made it to Defined Auto Design. Logan took the Z around back. We're gonna get it in the shop, and I guess he's gonna start working on it pretty soon. Can't believe this is happening. All right, so now that you've had a minute to look at the car, what do you think of the prep work I did?
I think you did really good prep work on the car, actually, from the first time. Is this your first time doing prep work?
I mean, I went to school for body and paint 10 years ago, so I kind of know what I'm doing, but I've never prepped for a wrap, so.
All right, well, I think it looks really good. It looks really smooth. It came out perfect. I think that we're not gonna have any issues with it on the wrap, so I'm super stoked in that aspect. So I think you did a good job, man. It came out good. I'm really more impressed with the hood. When he pulled up, that hood looked like it was painted professionally. So if you guys see this thing out in public, make sure you go and look at this thing. So it's super, super badass.
Appreciate that. Like I said, guys, we are here. I am so excited to see this thing transform. A huge thank you to Logan. So blessed for this opportunity. Can't wait to see what he's gonna do with it.
12 seconds later.
And just like that, we're headed home with an empty trailer. The Z is in Logan's hands, and I cannot wait to see what he's gonna do with it. Again, an absolutely massive, massive thank you to Logan at Defined Auto Design. This wouldn't be happening without him, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to work with him. So guys, definitely show him some love. I will put his website as well as his YouTube down below. He's gonna be putting some of the content of him actually wrapping the Z on his channel as well, so be sure to check him out. Tony from the future here. As you can see, I'm home, the car's in the garage. So this next segment of clips is all from Logan at his shop as he was wrapping the car.
Tony, you need to get fat like me, dude, so I can fit in your car. If we go on this drift event, I'm not even be able to drive your car at all. Dude. Woo! What's up, guys? So I got a cool one in this week. I have Tony Crispin's Nissan 350Z. This is his drift build. We're gonna be doing a crazy wrap on it. It's gonna be all going in all bright racing yellow, I believe is what it's called, by Vinyl Frog. And then we're gonna be doing a blue livery kit all over it with this neochrome iridescent color over here. So it's gonna be super, super sick. It's gonna be branded on the side. We're gonna put a Defined Wraps logo on the side of this car. So we got our inspector over there. He's taking care, making sure everything's looking good on the car. Oh, Wes. You making sure everything looks good on the car over there? How's it looking? We good? Everything looks good? All right. One of my employees is out sick with COVID. The other one is in Hawaii. So I'm gonna be wrapping this entire car by myself today. Because the only thing that kinda sucks about this car is that his bumpers are all KBD. This front bumper right here, sorry for the mess in the shop. It's a car shop. So this KBD bumper right here, it's got a lot of vents, a lot of curves, so I'm gonna two-piece this for sure. There's gonna be seam lines on this guy, but it also is a drift bumper, so I'm not too worried about it in that aspect. That is his original Z bumper back there. And then we have these crazy side skirts down there that we're gonna have to do, so quite a bit of work for me to do, especially by myself. He was supposed to come pick it up tomorrow, but it's not gonna be done. So my camera died and I wasn't able to get a lot of footage. The camera's still set up, but camera died. but I got half the car done. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna jump on the other side. I'm gonna start filming with my with my iPhone so that you guys can see the time lapse of me doing the door and the rear quarter panel, and then plus I have to do the trunk and the roof, but I'm gonna be finished up with this entire car today. But I'm super stoked at the way that this is coming out. It's looking amazing, but yeah, let's go get set up on the tripod.
Massive props to Logan on this one. He knocked out the majority of the wrap in a day, by himself too. Super impressive. The wrap turned out amazing. As he explains a bit later, we didn't end up going with the livery just due to some technical difficulties and some limitations of the equipment he had. We will be outsourcing the livery and getting that taken care of in about a month or so, and I'm really excited for that. So the look we have now, like I mentioned later in the video, is kind of a version 1. And I have to say, considering it was a last minute decision and kind of designed on the fly, I think it turned out really cool. The logos look great, it really ties everything together, and I can't get over how good this yellow looks. We're back at Define Wraps with Logan, and the car is yellow and it looks amazing. I am so stoked. This thing looks amazing. Still have the roof to do. That's because he saved it for me so we can kind of see how to wrap. What's step 1?
So step 1, we're gonna clean the roof off.
All right.
We're gonna use, I have a mix right here of 91% alcohol and half water. Well, it's actually 2/3 91% alcohol and 1/3 water, so that it's not so rough on all the car. We're gonna spray it all down right now, and we're gonna wipe all the edges and the seals, because that's the most important thing, is to make sure that all the seals are super clean. That's why we're redoing it. I'm not gonna say who, but I had one of my employees in here and he half-ass wiped it down and the seals weren't all the way clean, so that's why I had to remove it to put it back on, because it was pulling back a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started and clean all the seals.
All right, so clean your seals.
All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get Tony a little educated right now, and we're gonna watch him do some squeegeeing. I'm gonna go over here and get my handy dandy squeegee lube. Where are we at? There it is. Shout out Off Wrap for the squeegee lube. If you ever are trying to wrap your car, make sure you pick up some of this. It makes it a lot easier. So, Tony, I'm gonna spray a little bit of lube up on the car right here. And then let me see your little squeegee tip, your felt tip. We spray a little bit of lube on this felt tip right here. The reason that we're doing that is because there's so much static friction as you're going along. It's easy for the air bubbles to get like caught in here. So one thing that I always do is you want to hold it like this, kind of at an angle, at like a 45-degree angle. And you want to draw out lines. So it'll work, start this way, and then you always want to go 50% over the last line that you just went on.
Okay.
One side done right there, we're going to work over to the other side. And because it's just so cold in here right now, that's what's causing a lot of the wrinkles and the stress on the rest of the vehicle. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick this back up again. I'm gonna get a little bit of a shakeout. Material's super tough. Nice and cold in here. Making it even harder for me to pull this material. And what I'm doing right now is I'm pulling this super tight. I'm sticking it onto the back of this roof spoiler right now so that I'm creating a passageway for the air to all travel out. Because if you pull it and you tack it to the very end right here and you like cut it short, A, you could potentially have some problems and it's not gonna go all the way back and it can like start coming back. It could start like pulling back. And then B, if there's any bubbles or anything like that, you're gonna be kind of screwed as you go to lift it up again. Give those a nice firm push down. There we go. Then when you see something like that, I'll just run it out this way.
Easy as that.
Easy as that, guys. Shout out Vinyl Frog for this awesome material. This stuff is dope. Good to go. Yep, work that totally, yep, towards yourself, just like that. Bam. And then as we're coming towards the end right here, it's cool for you to like pick up a little bit and kind of just like work that out. So hold it with one hand. Yep. You gotta let it lay down though.
This way?
Like as you're pushing it down, you gotta let go of the tension because otherwise it'll pop back up.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can grab like little by little and like just pick this up a little bit and work all that out to where it's flat all the way through.
All right, what are we working on here?
All right, so right now we're putting the logos, we're getting them ready for the car. We got them all cut out and putting the transfer tape on it. But before we put those logos on the car, we got this big logo right here, my logo, Defined Wrapped logo. And we throw this on the front door. So Tony and I are gonna pull out some of this transfer tape. We're gonna get it laid on top of this logo. We're gonna slap it on the doors. As you guys see already, we already have the laser on the side of the door so we can make sure everything is level. But now we're just gonna get right into it and slap this thing on. So now we got the finished logo. We're gonna take it over, we're gonna slap it on the door. Literally slapping this on. Right now we're making logos. Tony is over here making logos as well. He's weeding them all out. How long you been at this, bro?
Way too long.
6.5 hours later.
And with that, I think we're done.
Yep. It's been a pleasure. I've been super enjoyed working on this build. What ended up happening was my machines weren't working. It wasn't able to cut through the material because it was so thick. So what we ended up doing is we went with Over Modify. Shout outs to them for always having really good pre-made livery kits. So we bought one of those livery kits. Tony purchased the livery kit. He's getting it shipped to his house in probably like 2 to 3 weeks. I'm gonna be coming to his house and we're gonna be doing another video, or he's gonna be doing another video where I'm gonna be coming out there and I'm gonna help him install the livery kit. But until then, we got all the logos on the car. Go ahead, Tony, and show them how it's looking.
So this is our V1. Like he said, the livery will be coming later, but for now we got all the logos on the car and I have to say it looks so sick. This color is amazing and the logos really tied it together. I'm gonna give you a little teaser here and then I will do a full photo shoot maybe tomorrow or something.
Tony's loading up the trailer. Solid. Yeah!
This is what I'm driving through to get home. As if a long day finishing the car up wasn't enough, I have to drive through kind of a crazy, super foggy, weird little storm, which is not normal here in Southern California. Anyways, I'll catch you guys when we're back at home.
Tomorrow.
All right, guys, that is going to be a wrap on this one. Again, a massive shout out to Logan at Defined Wraps for making this all happen. Even though things didn't exactly go according to plan, I have to say, him and I together made it work and honestly came up with something that looks sick. I am so stoked on not only the color, but just the overall look of the car. And I can't wait to see what we do in the future. Like we had mentioned earlier, this thing will still be getting a livery, and we will be changing up the logos and some other things. So definitely subscribe if you're not already, because that is going to be sick. Plus, I have a lot of other things in store for next year I cannot wait to share with you guys. As always, I hope you enjoyed this one. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will catch you in the next one.